The coronavirus is the biggest threat this country has faced for decades.
We went from being able to come in whenever we wished
You must stay at home.
to obviously not being able to come in at all.
Care providers in England are calling on the government to make plans to allow people to visit relatives.
When we were eventually able to come in, she found it really difficult, and I think she felt totally abandoned by the family, which obviously wasn't the case, but it was really difficult.
It seems like it's a lot longer than actually just March, but everybody is experiencing different levels of anxieties and concerns.
During COVID, we developed a new role, a wellbeing coordinator, and what she does week on week is basically plan the visits around the weather. So if the weather's not so good, then we either revert to a Zoom call or we have to rearrange the visit for another time.
Well, we have had one or two cancelled, obviously, because the weather has been difficult at times. She's in a very vulnerable state now, so you can't just bring her out when the weather's cold or when it's rainy.
Well, initially we had the idea, but we didn't really know how to take it forward, and we were contacted by a local newspaper, and we also put it on Facebook, and we were just absolutely amazed by the reaction.
My wife saw the article that was in the Worthing Herald, and we thought we could help. This is what we do for a living. We're in the village, and it was a lovely opportunity to be able to get involved in something like this and do something positive.
From the planning stage to actually saying we're ready to go, you know, and it was a week ago last Thursday, and here we are now. It's just wow, phenomenal.
Yeah. To be honest, I was a little bit apprehensive. I wondered if I'd be here on my own most of the time and it would be chipping away at it for 6 weeks or something. The response from the local community in terms of volunteers has been just wonderful. I'd never expected to have so much help and support with the build. It went up far quicker than I thought it was going to go together.
Everybody is just amazed by the community, how a post on Facebook and an article in a newspaper can generate so much good feeling and well-being for everybody.
I actually saw on Facebook last night that there's somebody who's upset that they couldn't really get involved, but actually they said, can we provide some hanging baskets, because we do gardening, etc. I mean, that is just, makes us feel all warm.
The uptake from the local community has been just fantastic and is really sort of humbling when you think about what people can achieve when they get together.
It's been wonderful, truly wonderful, and I don't think the relatives will ever be able to thank them enough. It's quite an emotional time for us all, I think, and we've been a bit overwhelmed by the response.